Good morning, welcome to Trading with Goals. I'm going to start. So yesterday, finally we've seen SPY breaking out of that range, the 3-week strike pattern that we've seen for the past 3 weeks. And so the 3-week strike pattern, we know you can either get a pullback fast or a breakout. And SPY decided we needed to pull back fast, and that's what happened. Just a second. So this range, we were neither breaking 524 and we were hanging around that 511 or 514. So finally we've broken it. We have a clear, so we already had a change of character. So now we have a clear, we have 3, is it 3 or 4? So we have first, lower, low, second, third, and fourth. Yesterday we broke below that 503 and went to 502. So the Feds were talking yesterday and the market, the SPY just kept bouncing from 502 to 506 and then back to 502, then back to 506. So we had a constriction yesterday. So we are seeing on Monday, we had a huge range, went from 515 to 503, and then we had a constriction yesterday. So when you, I know this candle looks like this, but if you change it to a regular candle, you will see we had a constriction. So we had this huge red bearish candle, and then yesterday we had a spinning top, but we still edged lower. So this is a constriction compared to this long range, and then we followed by constriction. So we know every time we have a stock making a huge range, then followed by a constriction, you're either going to get further continuation down or we're going to get a pullback up. So far we only have, so from here, where we had a change of character, we had an inside bar, then we had this spinning top, but it still broke lower, and then we had these inside bars, and then finally we broke support, and here, and here, and here. So in total, from the day we had a change of character, from the day we had a change of character, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's been 11 days. We're just creating lower highs and lower lows. So we broke 50% on the 4-hour. So we broke the 508 on the 4-hour, and we broke the 38%, which is 504. So the next one is 499, and going back on the 4-hour retracement, going back to where it came from 490. So if SPY keeps going down, that's the level we are watching for, going back to 490. Okay. That's the level we are watching for on the 4-hour, going back. So stocks go back to where they came from. Where did you come from? We came from 490. We went all the way to 524. And that's where we are supposed to go back to in case we still keep on with the bearish trend. Okay. So on the daily, we are looking at the next level, which is 500. So we have the 100%, and then we have the 78.6, which is 500. And then if we keep on, we have the 61.8, 481, and then 50% is all the way to 467. So depending on how the market reacts to some major earnings we have this week, we have ISRG, we have Netflix. Then next week, we have still some major earnings coming up. Then if those stocks pull back, decide to pull back, then SPY will definitely keep edging lower. Now, QQQ, we got a new low also. So we finally broke below 430, and we hit a 429 pre-market, and then we retested it again pre-market hours, and also the same constriction. So today is going to be a major day. When you're followed, you're presided by a range and then a constriction. So whatever happened yesterday to SPY and QQQ was a constriction. Now, a constriction is meant to be followed by an expansion. So 442, we went from 442 to 430 on Monday, had this huge drop, 12 points. And then yesterday, we are barely moving 4 points. So 12 points to 4 points is a constriction. So today is important. A constriction is usually followed by an expansion. It can be on the upper side, on the lower side. So this is a squeeze. If you put this, you'll see this is, if you put the squeeze, the Bollinger Band, you'll see this is a squeeze. So we were followed by we went dropped, and then we were just squeezing and still squeezing pre-market. The same thing for SPY. So today, very important to see what happens after this squeeze. When you had this huge drop, we want to see what happens after that. So for QQQ, we broke 430. So QQQ has done 100% retracement on, sorry, not yet. 4 hour. 100% retracement is 422. Okay, so we came from this 421 here. We went up to 449. We rejected 450, multiple of 10. And that's the level we are supposed to go back to on the 4 hour. On the daily, 426 is the next Fibonacci level, the 478.6. Okay, so that's what you're looking for. Now, this QQQ had a 3-week tight pattern last week, and it seems we've broken out of that range. So if you see, if you put a line, this cursor here, we were bouncing off 434. We had talked about this on Sunday, 434, 434. We slightly broke it here, then again 434. And then on the upper side, we had hit 448, then 449. And here, this was 446. So this was the 3-week tight pattern range, and we finally broke below it. So whenever a stock breaks a range, it's either on the upper side or on the lower side. So if it continues down, this is the level we're looking at. And this is the previous, so 422. If we break it, then we are looking at going down to 416. So this week we had all semiconductor stocks on our 5K list. And yesterday, it was only SMCI that made some good move. Okay, so SMCI, we know it went to 12, from 12.29. We've never gone back to that level. So here we had it bounce off on the 10th. 857. So since that day, it's been creating higher lows. So we had 898. It rejected this level, and here it dropped. When we dropped on Friday, it still rejected 857. And then on Monday, despite us being bearish, it still rejected 857. So this was 870 was still a higher low. Okay, so we look at Fibonacci on the 4-hour. So here we already broke the 50%. Back in March, we broke 50%. So it was telling us the next time we're coming down, we're going to break that level. And that's what happened. We had this pullback, and then we came down and broke that 50% and even broke the 38.2. So if we are going back to where we came from, that was post-ER 692 on the 4-hour. That's where we are headed to. So despite it pulling back, if we are still not going back to 1106 or 1229, it is still a lower high. We'll still go down. Then we'll be looking at breaking this 857 level to go lower. So the target for on the 4-hour is going back to 693. It looked like a it looks like it's a big dip, but you guys know how these stocks behave. If they made a huge gap going up, they can feel the same gap coming down. So this is a pullback. So today, if it's not going to 1024 or 1106, it's still a lower high. We're still getting puts, and we are headed to earnings. This one is reporting on the 30th, the last day. Oh, in April, Tuesday. Okay. Now we have SML reporting this week. So something's going to happen to this sector because of SML reporting. They usually go like a pack of wolves. So if you look at SML yesterday, so SML was reporting this morning. Oh my God. All these stocks reporting pre-market. Huh? Anyone who gambled on SML? It's down 48 points. So SML has reported. So today semiconductor stocks very important to look at them because of ASML ER. So SML was also going sideways. So we had 1056, 52-week high. It had a failed slingshot, came down. Then we had a pullback, lower high, 1020, still a lower high. Then we had it going sideways. So any stock going sideways, and I talked about this Sunday. I said any stock going to report ER and it's going sideways is usually going to be a good play. To be honest, I didn't even look at it yesterday. Okay, so any stock that is headed to ER and is going sideways, this going sideways is a constriction. And we looked at it, it was squeezing. So squeeze, you're either followed by a breakout or a break down. So if anyone gambled with puts, I don't know how reasonable they were. You had to go all the way to so an 880 put was 260. So these puts, when semiconductor stocks were dropping, it went to 5,500. So if you want half of it, you just want half of it. So 5,500 divided by 2, you have like 2,250. So from 200, either you're gonna get half of that, you're gonna get 2,250, or you're gonna get half of this. So you multiply that by 4, you multiply by 2, and then you multiply first by 4 and then by 2. You guys, you've done this. So 5,500 divided by 4. So that strike can go from 250 to 1,375, or half of it. So 5,500 divided by 2, 2,750. So if anyone took a gamble, I'm sure you're gonna wake up to money. If you didn't go way out of the money. Okay, so SML was going sideways, and we talked about this on Sunday. We said this is going to be a good one because it's consolidating, it's going sideways, and we are seeing the results of that. So let's hope when the market opens, it keeps dropping. It's at 924. Let's see. Let's see 30. You see, proximity to the previous close, right there. So if anyone who's I don't know, is Leroy here? Leroy, did you take a swing on SML? So proximity to the previous close, right there, exactly right there. Then it was squeezing. Now below the previous close, we have 970. The ATR is 866. So it has dropped to 924. So it has hit, it has broken below this. So we are looking at it going, the next level is 918, 906, then 888 before we hit the ATR. So this is the monthly. Any stock reporting ER, you're looking at the monthly. Let's see the weekly. So weekly, right there. Previous close, right there. 861. The previous close, 961. Then the ATR is 908. So on the weekly, it is headed to hit that 908. So depending on whether you're looking at the weekly or the monthly. So it has hit 924 pre-market. So if we're going to get a continuation, these are the levels to look for, 908, and then on the weekly, and 866 on the monthly. So this was a good play. If anyone gambled on it, it was squeezing, proximity to the previous close. I didn't even look at it. So that's SML. So it means other semiconductor stocks, depending on when the market opens, if SML wants to pull back. Let's see. And we said on Sunday, all semiconductor stocks are lotos. It was squeezing. It is oversold. Any stock that is oversold. So if we look at on the day, was it a day? Not daily. Let's switch this off. Oh, I changed my settings. So the RSI has dropped to 27, it can either continue lower. What am I looking? How is it here? It's saying it has hit 8. Oh, this is a rejection week. So it has a rejection week to 888. So it has hit that 838. Rejection week. How comes I am not seeing it on? Is there anyone seeing that rejection week? I'm not seeing it on Weibo. So here it's showing us on TradingView, we have a rejection week to, it has hit that 888, but I'm not seeing that rejection week on Weibo. So you remember the level we were talking about on the 4 hour, on the day, on the 30, sorry, not this one. Sometimes TradingView shows you the week, and sometimes Webull doesn't show you that week. So we were on monthly. So this is the level, 866. So it has hit, the rejection week has hit 888. So the 50% retracement, if it keeps going down, is 866. Now you can't see that on, I can't see the rejection week. Those rejection week are important. You can't see it on Weibo, but it's here on TradingView. So it means it has gone all the way to 888, and then it closed above this. So if we are looking at it pulling back up, then you're looking at going back up to 945, 970, depending on what the market does today. Sorry, SML, NVIDIA, so NVIDIA, we still have an inside bar. So we are this range, then we have an inside bar, then we are this doji, and we have another inside bar. So it gave us this pullback. We had a change of character, and then we have an inside bar, an inside bar, an inside bar. So we have 3 inside bars. So today is important to see what happens. We have a confirmed change of character. We need to see it needs to close above. It needs to close above 908. So it needs to retest 908, or else we're looking at it going to 860. So it doesn't seem to have made any reaction to ASML dropping. Now, ASML, whenever ASML is reporting earnings, the LRCX usually is the sympathy. You see LRCX, it looks like it's dropping, is usually the sympathy for ASML. So some of them might not react, but this one would, ASML and AMAT usually react to, LRCX and AMAT react to ASML ER. So look at LRCX today. So semiconductors, all the same, depending on what happens when the market opens, we are still bearish. We need to create, we have to have only NVIDIA has a change of character. The rest, this is going sideways. So this is the range candle. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So today is 18. 18 is a multiple of 3. So something might happen today. And either it can happen or not, because this stock is going to report ER next week. So probably it might continue going sideways. So it is, should be squeezing. So it has started a squeeze. You see the blue line? It is squeezing. So today, if it reacts to SML, either it pulls back or it wants to continue up. So this is the level you're watching for this range candle. 1,005, 929. Okay. MD, the weakest, any of these stocks that are weak, AVGO, not so much yesterday. It's also going sideways. If it's going sideways, just count the number of days. Just keep counting. One. So we have this range candle, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So every geo is also 18. Today is day 18. We know on the multiple of 3. So I've always told you guys, if a stock is consolidating over 9 days, just wait until 21 days. So we are at 18, day 18. Today is Wednesday, day 19, Thursday, 20, Friday, 21, Monday. So if a stock is going sideways, if nothing is happening on the multiple of 3, just after over 9 days, it will go to 21 days. That is a given. Even if you force that stock to behave, it won't behave until day 21. So on the multiple of 3, today is 18, so we're looking at it. We're still creating lower highs, 1391, 1370, like that. Okay. Oh, on the other stocks, our 5K stocks, I don't want to talk about all of them, but I'll talk about Netflix is the only one that gave us a move yesterday. It pulled back yesterday. So it rejected 600, multiple of 10. So if a stock is, if anyone is having trouble, I talked about this on Sunday, if you're having trouble with entry, multiple of 10, the easiest, if a stock is not going here, it was supposed to go to 640, 634 is a lower high, get puts. Here it broke 620, it's supposed to go to 610. So we pulled back 630, it rejected this and rejected 640, you're going down. When it went to 618, it means it was headed to 610 and 600. So it came down, broke 610, went to 603. 603, it rejected which level? 600, multiple of 10. Keep using this again and again and again until you get good at your entries based on multiple of 10. Anyone who's still having issues with entries, please use multiple of 10. Okay? It's not going to 600 clearly. It hit 603, pre-market 604, opening 607. So it's rejecting this. It's going up. You're going up. You know, previously you want to see which levels it didn't have trouble breaking. So now from 607, 610, 610, 620, it hit 622. Rejected going higher a couple of times. So if you're still holding your calls, then you know you should be getting out. Then it pulled back. So it's having trouble going to 630, the previous high. Okay, so now we want to see today, will it go to 630? If it rejects 630, we're going down. When you're going down, what is the level? 620, 610, 600. Still 600 is the level you're watching for here. We know previously it broke that level. So yesterday it was a good pullback play, unlike Mera ilikata. So look at Mera today. I don't know which day it was yesterday. So Mera, it is squeezing. So we had this huge drop on Monday. Okay, and then yesterday, squeeze. Just turn on this and you'll see all those stocks squeezing. If you count days, so it still gave us a 496 here, 496. So we have a double bottom. We already had a change of character on Monday. So this was not a change of character. Yes, it went lower, but closed inside it. This one was like a double bottom. Went lower, we had a double bottom here, but here it did not close below this. Sorry. Did it? Ugh, too close. Yeah, it closed below it. So this was our change of character, bearish side, and then we had this change of character, bullish side, and then we didn't follow through with it. We came down again. So the next change of character was this candle yesterday. And then we followed by Tuesday. So I hope you guys, all those strategies, you want to look for change of character. Come. Good morning. Change of character, multiple of 10 and all that. So yesterday, Meta didn't do much. Any stock that didn't do much after that, a huge gap up, you have a constriction, you're looking at it today. Okay, so we have, this is like an inside bar because it was inside this candle. Now, the other stock I want to mention to look at today, Amazon. We know Amazon hit 52-week high on the other week on Thursday. Last week, Thursday. Now, on this, so like when you go to 15 minutes, we see it clearly. So we hit 189.77, new 52-week high. So you're anticipating, because this happened right before market close. So you're looking at this stock the next day, breaking below 185. That was the low for it to give us a slingshot setup. So this was the level 185, and we broke it here. Okay, so we had a slingshot setup. This is 185.46, barely broke it. Okay, so when we broke it, you have a slingshot setup. You're anticipating to do what? To go back up 189. So here it created a lower high, 188. And then when it went down, it broke this level. It went lower. So now we have a failed slingshot. So look at Amazon. It has a failed slingshot. It went to 182. It has a constriction here. So if we get a pullback and it does not go to create a lower high, you're getting puts. Okay. Google, the same thing. So we hit 160. That was a 52-week high on Friday. I thought it went to 161. I thought, was I dreaming? Okay, so this was the high. Then you wanted to break this 157.1 for the next day. It did. So it gave us a slingshot setup, and then it went lower. So this is a failed slingshot, and it was constricting yesterday. So it is a failed slingshot. It will pull back. If it does not hit 160, then it's a lower high, you're getting puts. It's a failed slingshot. It did not bounce off this level, it went lower. Okay, so Google is a failed slingshot. Amazon failed slingshot. What was the other stock? FANG. So we know FANG, it hit 211 on Friday. Okay, so we got a slingshot setup. So this was 205 on so that Friday, 205, for us to get a slingshot setup, we needed to break below it the next day. So we broke below it, and then it went lower. So on this day, we broke this support on this day. So now we have a failed slingshot. So we're looking at pulling back. you're not anticipating it. Those people who say, I thought it will go higher, it is not going to go to 211. It is not going to go to 211, not unless a miracle happens. It is a failed slingshot. So you're not anticipating it to go to 211. Those people who get calls and say, I'm holding, I thought, it's not. We have a failed slingshot. It is going to pull back. Any level below 211, get puts. Okay, so FANG, if you want to see an example of how the failed slingshot works, look at VLO, the brother, the same sector. So VLO hit 52-week high when it went to 184. Okay, so 184 here, and then broke this level, went lower, and it even broke. So this is why it had a failed slingshot. Okay, so you're pulling back, it is gonna pull back. We pull back, 179, way no, not 184. So it's a lower high. You're going to pull back, but you're not going to go back to 184. Not now. It's a failed slingshot. You're getting puts. So since this day, 179, you went all the way from 179 to 166. That's how a failed slingshot, you're gonna play it. It's about puts. You will pull back, yes, but you're not going to the previous 52-week high. It's going to be a lower high. You get puts. So that's what you're looking for with Amazon, with Google, and FANG. I don't know which else I'm forgetting. Amazon, Google, FANG. Which is the other one? I know I'm forgetting something. What was the other stock? So GE, let me see GE. So GE, we have like a triple chop. We have a failed slingshot. So this was when? So that was last week. So let's see, 158, 158, one also here. But this was pre-market, 160, 158, 157, 158. So you guys know, I tell you guys, when the high is created pre-market, is usually almost not recognized. But this was 158.10, so we went higher. 158.44, then we went higher, 158.68. So this one is still going up. Okay, so this one, was it a failed slingshot? Ugh. So this is still, it's not a failed slingshot because, so we hit 158.68, then we pulled back and we went lower. So this was on Monday, 152.81, and then yesterday it broke below the previous day low. So we have a slingshot setup. If you caught GE, you rode it back up. Okay, so we still need to break this 158.68 and probably this pre-160, which was hit pre-market. So GE still doesn't have a failed slingshot. It has a chance of going higher. I know I'm forgetting one stock. So you guys know DE was a failed slingshot. If you caught those puts, CAT was a failed slingshot. So all the energy stocks, you're looking at them the same way as FANG. So XOM, CVX, the same way as FANG. In the same sector. So we see when did it hit. So this is a failed, clearly you can see it's a failed slingshot. So 123 was on Friday. So this was a fail. So 123, you get puts, went down 119. The next day broke below the previous day low. So we have a slingshot setup, but what happened? It went lower. So XOM, CVX, FANG, all have failed slingshots. They will pull back. And I've been telling you guys, we need, oh, I need GLD. Oh, that's the one I'm looking for. So this one, the same thing, 163, broke below the previous day support. We have a slingshot setup, but what happens the next day? It broke below, so it's a failed one. We need a pullback, and then bearish continuation. So you guys know the science of trading. You can't have energy stocks being strong and gold being strong and then SPY being strong. The reason SPY has not been moving much is because this sector has been trending up. So probably now we'll get a break. So gold, that's the one I'm forgetting. So we hit, I looked at gold. Did I? What is that hit 211? Oh, FANG. So gold, 225 on Friday, slingshot setup, get puts, broke it. You have a new low, 215. Then you have a slingshot setup. So this one, give it up to 3 days. So here it didn't break. Give it 1, give it 2, then 3 days. If it's not happening, and it's not going back to this level, 225 get puts. So we hit a slingshot setup here, get calls. It went from 215. If you called this on Monday, went from 215 to 221. Then here we have a double bottom. Sorry, double top, 221, 221. So today, if it's not breaking this level, you're getting puts. If it stays above 215, it still has a chance to go up. So we need gold and energy stocks. Yeah, so if anyone who's been following, we've been saying Lily, okay. So gold, we need gold to either go retest 225, 225, or if it breaks 215, then we'll have a failed slingshot, and finally SPY can take the day. So Lily has news. Lily, we already knew we were still anticipating for it to go retest. It had a failed slingshot, yes. Luz, McKenna, this is what we're saying a lot. This is not good.
It's up 20 points though. That's not good.
It's not good enough. This one is not good. Ugh. This is a pullback. This is a pullback. And you see, it's here, it's 7, so it needs to break this 768. If it doesn't break, just get puts at open. This is just a pullback. So any of these stocks, that's the trend you're watching for. Going up, pullback, lower high, get puts. This one failed slingshot, Kitambo. Now we've been counting days on this. It was going sideways inside this range candle. Even though it broke it here, it closed. Oh, see there, we had a change of character. Then we came down, we had a bearish change of character. We went up, still not breaking this level. So we were still bearish. Now, if you count days, so from this, from here, this is the change of character here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was a bullish, this was a change of character. So from here, this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Yesterday was day 6. And day 6, So this has not gone to 725. Hey, it approached here, it's 728. So on the 4 hour, so this was a higher low. It rejected 726. So we know it went to 728 here last month, 727. So it was approaching 100% retracement. It rejected, went back up, came down here, rejected. So today is day one. Day one. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So day one, if it does not hold or go back up to, what is the news about?
The drug that they had is good for sleep apnea too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So if it breaks that 768, we need it to go to 786 here. If it's a lower high, just get puts because that's a pullback. This is a pullback. Okay, this is a pullback. So we have stocks creating lower high, lower low. So here it broke support. When you're breaking support, you go up, pull back, lower high, you're still getting puts. So it needs to break 768 and then 786. So if it keeps going up. So this was it broke this support. Just count, if you're counting those days, you'll catch these moves. Okay, so those are the stocks we're looking at. So Tesla, hey, my goodness. What is happening to Elon Musk? And in this, where we're having storms and flooding, some of these Teslas are really suffering. So here we had a pullback. When it went to 180, was it 184? It rejected 185. So since then, it's just creating lower high. 181, double top, came down. 170, 175, 174, double top, came down. Then we had a pullback. It broke this, but still rejected which level? 178 and rejected 181. Multiple of 10. Guys, if you're having trouble with entries, please use multiple of 10. So here it rejected 160. It hit 162, rejected 160. The next time rejected 160, you have like a double bottom. Get calls. Went up, rejected 180. Get puts. Came down, hit finally 160. Okay, so when it touches 160, your next target is 150. You're done with 160, your next target is 160. So pull back, lower high, 174, 179. It still rejected what? 180. You have a double top, 179, 178, get puts. You know your target level is 150. It's not even this one. Came down, 170, broke it, 168, pull back, 175, another lower high, still your target is 150. Came down, broke this, and went all the way to 153. So what level did it reject? Our 150. Very easy, multiple of 10. Anyone having issues with entry and exit, please use multiple of 10. Very clear. 0, it's rejecting this next whole number with the 0 at the end. So from this day, you knew it was going to which level. So since April 5th, that is like 2 weeks ago, you knew Tesla is going to which level? 150, because it kissed 160. So this is no longer your problem. Your next problem is 150. So going back where it came from, you guys know last time Tesla rejected 100 here. So, and this one, what has it done? It has gone back to 152. So it has rejected which level? By 1 point. going back to where you came from. It came from 152 here, went up to 299, rejected 300. So from this day, you knew you're going back to retest which level? 152. If we break 152, it's headed to a penny stock. So that's Tesla. So now we're still looking at it to break 150, retest this, break. Then if we break 150, our next hurdle is 140, multiple of 10. Okay, ADBE also showing signs of pullback. Otherwise, the rest of tech stocks are weak. Weak, weak, weak. Ay, ay, ay. Now, I told you guys, ADBE filled gaps going up since last year, May. Non-upper, 331. It can go back to 331. It filled this gap. So since May, it was just going until we hit 638. Coming back, stocks go back to where they came from. Okay, we broke this. So now 417 and then this 331. So yesterday, showing some signs of pullback. Okay. So 466, it rejected which level? 460. You want to go see previously, did it have trouble going to 460? If the answer is yes or no, then it means if it does not go back to 480, it's going to 480. So 481, 490. It needs to go to 490. If it rejects 490, you're getting puts. Multiple of 10. If you're having trouble with entry and exit, just use multiple of 10. If it's not going to the next whole number with a 0 at the end, multiple of 10, get puts. If it's rejecting multiple of 10 support, get calls. Do it again and again and again and again until you get good at it. It will help you for those people who are having trouble with entries and exit. So here it broke 470. So it was headed for 460. Second attempt, it broke this, went to 466. So still rejected 460. The third time, it's going to break it. You give a stock up to 3 times. So here it rejected 480, finally broke it. So it means your next level is 470. It's no longer 480, it's 470. Came down here, hit 480, it rejected going down. So you have a higher low, but here broke it. So your level is still, the next level is no longer 480. This is not trouble. Your next level is 470, and it broke it. So here, your next level now is 460. Rejected here, went back up, came down, broke this, but still rejected 460. If it's going up, if it's rejecting 490, get put. You're going to break this level. You're going to 460. Multiple of 10. Anyone having an issue, please use multiple of 10 is the easiest. Okay. Now, our coin and MSTR, we are looking at them every day until we have the halving event. This is a good one for puts. Okay. On Sunday, we talked about it. We said it was going to break all those levels. So previously, you want to see which level did it break when it was headed down. So you see here, it came when it was going up, it went to 1359, pulled back all the way to 1035. So it's telling you the next time it's going down, it can go all the way down to 1030 because that was the level it rejected, 1030. So have that at the back of your mind. So we went up here, 1230. Now you see again, so all these levels you take note, 1030, and here it kissed 1230. If it kissed 1230, it means your next target level is 1220. So you guys see, that's where it's headed, 1220. So we have 1230, it kissed it. That's no longer your problem. Your problem is 1220. So when it's going up, you remember it is coming back to this level. We rejected 2000. Ikaanza safari, started the journey. Here, higher low, went up, lower high. Broke this, 1432. Rejected for 1430. Went up, lower high. Came down, broke this, 1368. Went up, lower high. Broke all this. So we are headed to which level? 1230. We broke it yesterday. Multiple of 10. We broke it. So if we got puts here last week, or even on Friday, or even on Monday, you knew you're holding puts to which level? To break this level. It kissed it. So it means this is not your problem. Your problem is 1220. It broke 1220. So now the problem is 1210. 1210 here. But we know it went to which level? 1035. So it's headed there. If it keeps dropping, it's headed there. The halving event is next week. Very easy multiple of 10. Any level, even if you see it broke here, you would have seen it broke 600. You pull back to 600. It will go back there. MSTR, the best, and you can go out of the money and it will reward you. So multiple of 10, if you are in any group, please practice multiple of 10. It's the easiest. It's just a number 0 at the end. Any questions? So we're still looking at our 5K plays, Anet, CRM, IBM, Dell, the semiconductor stocks, Moderna, and BNTX. Okay, so these ones are just easy plays. We are bearish. The trend has not changed. Coin, the trend has not changed. We're still bearish. The market is officially bearish, and it has been like that. It's just that SPY was so you want to know previously which level did it break? It came to 216. So here our target is 210. Then you go back and see it broke 200. So our target is 190. So if it breaks 210, 190. If it breaks 190, it came all the way down from 160. Okay, so it means that's where it's headed. So 210. Lower high, double top, come down, went higher, but we're still going to go to our 210. We went and broke it. Here. So from the day it hit 264, it's a lower high. You knew it's going to which level? 210 is your target, 200 and 190. Here. Majameni. Multiple of 10. Any questions? So Lily, it needs to break for 787. If it doesn't go to 790, just get puts. That was a pullback. That is a pullback. Any questions? If there are no questions, Irene. McKenna, sign us off. Who is here? Oh, she left. Terry, are you at work? Yeah, God, sign us off.
Let's make this money today.
Thank you. See you guys.